I want to talk today about not starting over, but maybe starting again or picking things up. Uh, so last 2 days, or I would say like 2 days ago, maybe, well, technically 4 days ago, I did my first bike ride in, I don't know, 9 months maybe. I went on a bike ride with my teammates, and after that, I was well. First of all, we had terrible weather that day. It was raining. It was very bad. We were soaking, but we went on a bike ride. It was fun, and for me, the moment I got on a bike, I was like, "Damn, I miss this. I'm so glad to be back." And the weather is slowly getting warmer. And then 2 days ago, I decided to go on the bike ride. I had I was not prepared for it. It was 50K bike ride, and it took me 2.5 hours to finish. I had ate only like two rice cakes that morning, right before the bike ride, and I had only a bottle of water. I had not been doing distances like this since, I would say, like 7, 8 months ago. So it was hard. It was bad. I had pain everywhere. I can't say everywhere, but it's like my body wasn't fully used to it. My bike is also slightly too small, so I need to get bigger one. And uh, my neck was hurting, my back was hurting, my my wrists were hurting, everything was hurting, and I felt a bit like dizzy. I had really low energy. I was hungry like 30 minutes in, I think. And but I ended up finishing it. It was, looking back, great experience because I persisted, and also I was impressed that my body was able to do it, which is partly something that I'm wanting to talk about. Because then what happened the next day, we had really good weather. It was 17 degrees Celsius, and we won't have weather this warm for at least 7, 10 days, I think, if not more. So I was like, okay, I think I will try to do the 50K again, trying to squeeze in another distance before it gets cold, and I might need to do either shorter distances or stop the outdoor cycling for a bit. And as I was doing the bike, I did proper better nutrition before the bike ride. I took electrolytes with me, I took a gel with me, and I ended up doing feeling decent energy wise compared to the day before, which that was even less than 24 hours. Um, difference between the bike rides. I actually felt really good, and it gave me maybe hope for some upcoming races that I want to do or prepare for. And what I was thinking about is that a lot of times when it comes to starting things or starting things back up, it's easy to feel or think like, oh my gosh, I'm back at the beginning, back at square one. But it's actually not the case. In my case, first bike ride, terrible. Second bike ride, much less terrible. And I was impressed of how quickly, but that was literally the second bike ride that I did. Technically, it was the first that was the workout instead of just like a fun cycle. The first bike ride back, I did 50K, which at some point felt insanely long distance that I felt that like I need to have at least few weeks to get to that point, which is something that, well, first of all, I'm grateful for muscle memory. Great thing to have. Um, but also the perception has changed of what is hard in the during the Ironman half Ironman prep, where I was doing a lot of cycling. And it's not like I'm starting day one, or even if my cardio is not there yet, it's not like I'm starting from zero, because I even had basketball. I would do a lot of, like, quite a bit of running before I got injured. And even though now I haven't been doing any cardio for over 10 days, almost 2 weeks, I would say, I still had decent ability to finish long distance. So I think that the lesson there is that a lot of times our assumptions about what we can or can't do are not right. That is one thing. But also don't underestimate the work that you have put in the past. It does count, it does add up, and even if you have had break, like in my case, there was at least, I would say, 2, maybe even like 3 months that I was out of training with my injury, and then another injury, and then being sick, and then also I was focused more on basketball and doing the gym, so I wasn't doing too much of triathlon stuff. So actually, I wasn't in a place where I could expect to have decent performance, but it was okay. And I was quite impressed actually to be able to do 100K in 2 days after that long time. It just showed me that the work that I did last year, it's not going unnoticed. It's still there, lingering somewhere, and it does matter. And the work that I'm doing today, it will matter in like another 3, 6, 12 months, because that's how we progress. Even if there's some setbacks, even if there's some days, weeks, maybe even months off, it doesn't mean that the progress is not there. It might be slowed down, but doesn't mean that that's now a reason to quit on pursuing whatever the goal might be.